This feels very weird. But now, his battery is low and he has nowhere to go.
Riding an electric vehicle must be so unsatisfying, man. Really, man. Like, you're not getting any throttle response. Of course, you're getting the momentum, but that sound, that vibration, and this is coming from a Royal Enfield owner. So, I mean, I'm not craving for all of that mind-numbing vibrations, but a little feedback from the engine that gives you the feel of riding a machine. I can be completely wrong about this, but I still can imagine how it must feel
To ride an electric bike. Wait a minute. Who am I? I am the typical Royal Enfield rider that lives the analog life. I wear a leather jacket, boast about the feel of riding a vibrating machine, and satisfy my masculine ego by kickstarting my bike. God damn it. The bike wasn't in neutral. Jai Maheshmati. Oh, the masculinity. One fine day, this typical Royal Enfield rider comes across this new fancy thing. He can't resist taking a closer look at this new hottie in town. Bling of the shiny fiber body, digital speedometer, absolutely no exposed cables and wires, and most important, contrary to his entire lifestyle, he had to break character. He had to go easy on the tough outer appearance and experience this new sorcery. It all started when this Royal Enfield fanboy got this thing from the future to ride and experience for 2 days. He surely was excited, but more than that, he was firstly in awe of the absence of any vibration from anywhere on this electric ride. But hold on, it's not that easy to completely break character and change your personality of a raw and rugged thump lover to owning a soundless and stealthy gliding sofa. Wow. this feels very weird. Okay, the brakes are okay. I need to take care of the brakes. I need to pay attention. The brakes are super bitey, if that is even a word. Okay, this feels very weird, dude. Okay, this sound is very futuristic, huh? Although it's very loud than I expected it to be. I thought it would have been a little silent and very stealthy, but the belt makes a lot of sound. But that sound, that's pleasant to ears for some reason. Feels futuristic though. But all of this novelty is fine. The experience is strange and exciting, but will wither off as the time passes. Then this so-called rider will come back craving for what he initially was seduced by. The power, the dopamine boost. Electric scooters are not a new thing in India. We've had some embarrassing excuses for electric vehicles earlier in the past that expected you to thrill yourself at 20 kilometers per hour.
मेरे वजन के साथ तो ये 20 के बाद जाने में थोड़ा सा हिचक रही थी.
Is this the same? Is this just another all-show no-go toy? I've rung the throttle completely and this is the max it can do, 45 kilometers per hour. So that's not bad. That is more than sufficient for Mumbai traffic, because this is the average speed that you're going to go at. So that's not really an issue. So you can ride an eco mode all day. I was actually skeptical whether I'll be okay with riding it in eco mode, because I was of this assumption that the eco mode is sort of an excuse for Ather to, boast numbers in terms of range, and it hardly is any practical. But turns out eco is actually sufficient for in traffic. I guess this is where we switch modes. That's great. 60 kilometers per hour on ride mode is good enough. 65, 66 on a slope and 70. Yeah, there you go. 71 I guess. No, 70. So on a slope, on ride mode, it does about max to max 70 kilometers per hour, which is also not the real reading, but speedo indicated reading, which is good enough, not bad for the ride mode. वो सब ठीक है, but what about the adrenaline? This Royal Enfield rider, just like every other biker there is, aspires to upgrade to a higher capacity bike sometime in the future. He wants that kick in the pants feel when he opens the throttle and wants the winds to hit his chest in no time. Is that possible on this electric skateboard? Alright, time to check the warp mode. Where else in this place? Let's use the switch that you get generally over here. Where you can also change the modes via touching the screen, but you can also use these switches over here. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh, I can feel the limiter kicking in. Yes, I surely can feel the limiter kicking in. This vehicle can go easily above 90, although 90 is not the real reading over here. 90 is just the speedo reading. It actually goes till 80. It just shows 90 for some reason. I don't know why. Probably they just need to boast numbers, but that's not fair. Anyway, so yeah, it can easily go above that. It can go actually till 90, but I can literally feel the limiter kicking in and stopping the acceleration. So look at it go. Brakes are amazing. Look at it accelerate, man. It's crazy fast, crazy acceleration. And it's confidence inspiring as well. It's not like it's a very tiny bike, that's why you will feel less confident using it. It is pretty planted on the road as well. Wow, beautiful Beetle. Amazing. Wow, man. Such a beautiful car. Beautiful acceleration, man. Beautiful power. If you have the patience to charge it all the time, probably daily, if you ride like this, then there's no stopping, man. This is as powerful and as fun as riding a KTM. It's even fun, even more fun. Sports mode and warp mode are basically the same modes. It's just that the acceleration is different on the two modes. So the power is essentially the same. It's just that the way it is delivered is different. On warp mode, you have instant power right at the very beginning. Sports mode has the same power, but the delivery is very linear, so it goes on climbing. Well, this turned out to be quite surprising. The performance it packs for its size is outstanding. Also, the energy source, that is the battery, is placed at the very bottom of the chassis, which brings the center of gravity so low that you can flick it in and out of city traffic just like a piece of cake.
हो जाए अंकल टमाटर देना प्याज भी दे दो आधा किलो not a big deal.
But then, traffic isn't the only bad thing this rider has to deal with in the city. The next worst thing is obviously the beautiful potholes of the city roads. And what better place than his very own home to work route. Okay, time for Ather to go through some off-road test. This road is not actually like this. I have actually made it for the test, you know. This is a very good road, by the way. It's just designed to put the Ather to test. This comes under the special provision of BMC, where they don't give a
मेरा सेंस अभी वो बहुत अच्छा है, आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा.
Literally feels like I'm riding into a village. Although I ride on this road every day, but I still feel the same. The suspension is harder than I expected, and the rattling sound is coming from my boot. Not my boot, Ather's boot. where I've kept the portable charger as well as my power bank. And yeah, the suspension is quite hard. That's probably because they preferred more agility around the corners and in traffic than comfort, and not everywhere do you get these roads. Well, who am I kidding?
But then, our Royal Enfield rider is anyway used to riding a roller coaster every day to work and home. He has embraced the potholes and made them his own. Nothing new about it. What's new is that he doesn't have to refuel every 15 days and shell out almost 1,000 rupees every time he visits the fuel station. Instead, thanks to the electric gods, he can rather spend some of his time at the charging station to get his new little rocket juiced up and then hit the roads again. Easy. Or is it that easy? Is charging the vehicle really that practical and convenient? This naive little boy then decides he needs a top-up and is out to explore some energy. He can use the portable charger that comes with the Ather, but he doesn't have the time to spend 5 hours charging it. He'd rather spend 2 hours at the Ather grid station and get his scooter fully charged while he enjoys a burger.
I'm super hungry, so is the bike, although it's at 50%. But I'll be charging it because I'm very anxious about it for some reason. I am anxious about life anyway. Battery percentage is making me anxious all the time. And if you are the kind, then you'll have to deal with it. Although I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. This scooter shows this very honest reading, an estimation of how many kilometers it's going to go in that particular mode of riding. So now in eco mode, the battery is at 52% and it shows a reading of 41 kilometers. So I'll be getting 41 kilometers of range if I ride in this mode, at least. So yeah, that's great. Now I'll have to navigate to where exactly is the grid where I get to charge this bad boy. Ather charging. I need Ather charging. कहाँ पे? ये पार्किंग में. Thank you. चार्ज करना है. चार्ज करना है. नहीं है. नहीं है. नहीं है. तो? हाँ? हाँ. Well, that didn't turn out like he expected. If he would have been riding his own Royal Enfield at this moment, he would have found another fuel station just 2 minutes away. But now, his battery is low and he has nowhere to go. The next obvious thing he can think of is to search another charging station nearby. And he finds one. But we already know, life of this guy isn't really that sorted. Something has to go wrong and the story has to get a little more dramatic. हॅलो. हां, मी अनुराग बोलतो आहे. हां, मी परत इकडे ह्या सुभा हॉटेलकडे आलो. ते पण बंद आहे हो चार्ज. ते रेड कलर इंडिकेशन दाखवतं आहे आणि मी आता ट्राय करून बघितलं काय होत नाही, आउट ऑफ सर्व्हिस दाखवतं आहे. का असं का प्रॉब्लेम होतो हा? दोन्ही ठिकाणी बंद आहे आणि आता माझी बॅटरी खूप लो आहे, त्यामुळे आता मला समजत नाही की काय करू मी आता. नाउ आय विल स्ट्रिक्टली हॅव टू राइड दिस व्हेकल इन इको मोड. There's no other option for me to do anything else apart from that. I'll either have to go to Bandra, where I picked up the vehicle and charge it there and then take it back, which is going to be a huge task because Bandra is not that close by as well. There's another electric vehicle here, by the way. I'll have to first think of what to do. Do I wait here or what do I do? ये कब से बंद है ये चार्जिंग? अच्छा, आज ही बंद है क्या? कल था क्या चालू? अच्छा, ये ऐसा हुआ है क्या पहले? Ather, if you're watching, you know what to do. Pay attention. I guess I'll head home then. किसी महापुरुष ने कहा था, पिक्चर में हैप्पी एंडिंग ना हो.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त.
Okay, it's running, up and running. Cool, it has started. हाँ, ग्रीन आया. Let's check it out. Charging connector to right vehicle. Turn off the key to begin charging. Okay. Alright, this is charging now. It did something with the main power, so I guess that worked. Alright, so this is getting charged. I guess we are fine. I will wait now. Alright, I spent almost about an hour in the restaurant chilling and doing nothing. Let's see if the battery has charged enough or not. How much is it? Okay, cool. 91%, not bad in an hour. But yeah, I had kept it from 40 to 90 in about an hour, so that's good. That's not bad. 91% should be enough. Let's remove it. How do we stop it though? Okay, it's clearly. Oh, thank you. Oh, but there's a button here.
इतने तेजस्वी लोग हैं हमारे पास.
Cool. That was sweet. My power bank must be heated up. Okay, cool. Should I keep the power bank here? Be much safer. Yeah, see? The the boot is very purposeful. Also, there's this LED light over here that again helps in dark situations. Okay, first I need to navigate, which I can't do here. Subscriptions, I don't know what is that. Let's navigate to home. 10 kilometers to go. I've got 76 kilometers of range, which I won't be using. I'll use 63 kilometers of range. That was pretty cool. In about an hour, it charged from 40 to 90%, which is clearly not bad. The rear view mirrors do a good job showing what's behind you and what you're overtaking, showing you all the dumb vehicles you've overtaken. Why am I riding towards the airport? I mean, yeah, I am futuristic right now, but I don't intend on flying away with this. I don't know, Google works in mysterious ways sometimes. The horn is embarrassing, man. I mean, no one will take me seriously in traffic with such kind of a horn. Our rider is surely cheerful at this moment after getting his scooter charged. But the thing with electric vehicles is that you have to spend hours of your time waiting for it to get charged. And if you are blessed enough as him and end up getting stranded because you can't charge a scooter, then it's an issue. And with only 9 charging stations in the city, you might get yourself into a very sticky situation on this scooter. But we also have the portable charger that we get with Ather, and we can also opt for dot charging unit at our homes to charge the vehicle more conveniently and faster. So Ather has surely got you covered. What are the other things this rider noticed on the Ather 450x?
Brakes are stupendous, amazing brakes. It stops then and there. No bullshit. Although I'm not sure if it has ABS or not. It has combi brake system. Yeah, it has CBS, but it doesn't have ABS, which is a downer considering the price is 1,70,000. You're not getting ABS. At least a single channel ABS would have done wonders. But okay, not an issue. You're getting so many new features that you've never seen in any vehicle, and that futuristic sound gives you the sense of future. The scooter strangely doesn't have a pass switch, so that's strange. You just have this high beam and low beam switches. I should have navigated. The horn is very meeky. It's very embarrassing. It sounds like a child, dude. And the indicators are very alarming for some reason. They give you this sense of urgency. Not just you, everyone else in the traffic. Alright, let's try the navigation where it shows Ather 1 subscription, subscribe to access navigation feature. The guy at the store told me that this feature will be disabled by the time I reach home over the air, but it doesn't seem to have gone. So yeah, I'm not going to get any navigation to test. Although I'll switch the mode to light mode so that I get good visibility on the screen. And the touch sensitivity is quite good. The screen is very responsive, so that's great as well. You can also put in your documents over here. Yeah, that cancels.
Besides that, you also get Bluetooth connectivity, music and call controls through your dashboard, all LED lighting. In fath, this scooter has the least amount of moving parts than any other vehicle. Thanks to its belt-driven electric motor, there's hardly any maintenance you need to do to own this good boy. There are some fancy features as well, like the follow me home lights, side stand warning, and a freaking reverse parking feature. You all know what a Royal Enfield rider may have to do to pull his bike on an uphill, but Ather comes to the rescue with the reverse mode. पहले मैं बहुत परेशान था, फिर मेरे दोस्त पिंटो ने मुझे एथर के रिवर्स पार्किंग मोड के बारे में बताया. अब मेरी जिंदगी में खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ है. While this Royal Enfield rider pulls his bike up the hill, he also hears the sound of petrol moving in his fuel tank, which is the only way to check the fuel levels in his bike, apart from the low fuel indicator light. But the Ather, on the other hand, has a fully functional app that gives you the battery status, servicing details, ride statistics, Ather grid, and a whole host of other things. To conclude, Ather is built by some really passionate engineers and designers. The attention to detail in little parts are a testimony to that. Everything built here is by design and purpose. Also, the battery is completely waterproof, and both the battery and the vehicle come with a 3-year warranty. This goes to show the dedication of Ather to completely revolutionize not just the EV market, but the entire two-wheeler market in India. But the biggest hurdle on its way is its biggest feature. The electric motor limits the vehicle strictly to the city. You can't even think of taking this on a longer ride away from the city. If you dare to take the chance, you'll have to spend another 5 hours charging the vehicle with the portable charger to come back home. Our Royal Enfield rider, on the other hand, has a habit of not worrying about the miles while exploring the roads and travel, and can do that on his very own Royal Enfield without any hassle or anxiety. Ather has a long way to go. Currently, Ather has about 9 charging stations across Mumbai city, but they are surely going to expand in future. It is simple. More the sales, better the after-purchase experience. Ather is set out to reimagine and redesign what we think about scooters and electric vehicles in India. Ather now comes in subsidized rates across the country and can cost you around 1,50,000 rupees in Mumbai as of today. The price seems surely high for an urban scooter, but the tech on offer, quality of the product, cost of ownership, and not having to spend loads of cash on petrol justifies the price a lot. Besides that, Ather also promises a buyback assurance, where you can sell your scooter back to Ather at the end of 3 years and get back 85,000 rupees. That's more resale value than any other scooter there is in India. As of now, our Royal Enfield rider seems to have a different set of expectations from his bike. But if you believe in a greener future and seem to meet all your expectations from this scooter, you should not think any further before you get yourself the Ather 450x. I had this baby just for 2 days and I returned it back, after which I was back to my love, my darling, my own Royal Enfield.
Bonus.
Huh.
पार्टी चांगलं आलं
New fancy thing. You can't resist taking a closer look at this new hottie in town. Bling of the shiny fiber body, digital speedometer, absolutely no exposed cables and wires, and most important, contrary to his entire
अरे तू कुत्रा हाँ आता फक्त पुढचं टायर आहे.
So please whatever. Please I want to reach 1 million likes. So please sarapakara.